Alright, we're actually gonna get a stream in tonight. And this time I'm gonna be more calm and more relaxed. Relaxation. Ugh. I came through this. Cold, and honor. I can't. I'm taking this time to just talk to the people themselves. Better to know issues. Alright. Hi there, everyone. We're actually going to get some more streaming in tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be chill-ish. But, yeah. And I know you're wondering, oh, why isn't Jurassic here? I wanted him to take a break. He's been doing a lot for the Twitch channel and everything, and I wanted him to take a break. I wanted to have some relaxing time. I wanted him to relax so he would enjoy himself. I know the man enjoys everything, but I had to make sure he got the rest and relaxation he needed, but he keeps denying my offers of rest and relaxation. So that is why Jurassic isn't here. You know, I want him to rest and relax, but he is choosing not to rest and relax. You're in here, Jurassic/Skull. Relax. I mean it. Take the time to yourself. I mean it. Hi, Bradshaw. Hi, Bradshaw. Alright. Remember? No shield mode. Ooh, Mr. Goog is playing Redfall. Interesting. Oh, this is currently streaming right now. Oh, Cowboy Vampire Girl. Ah, hello there. Hello there, others who are joining. Good to see you. Yes, I managed to actually come through the stream. I've been going wacky mode for the past God knows how long. I managed to get a stream in tonight. So I just make sure. Can I go to my DMs, please? Thank you. Alright, so. It's right here. Hello, Skull, and I told you, I'm gonna say this, you need to relax, man. I know you wanted to join the thing, but you need to relax. Really, man, you need to relax, like, you need to chill. But if you are desperate on me joining, I'll join after this match. If you are desperate on talking to me that much. I can't deny you that much. Just do not be grumpy, please. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna be a temporarily conk out here for a second. Just give me a second. forgot that my mic is muted. Alright, so I made a party here, so.
My guy, you can't stay pissed off when you're listening to Frank Sinatra.
I needed to make sure. Like, gee, you were quite upset today, so I had to make sure.
You're still playing Griffin.
Yeah.
You're still playing Chimp.
More like Abe, but
fucking gorilla.
then again, you do have a point. You can't really be mad if you're listening to Frank Sinatra. You do have a point there, so.
I mean, did you not hear me singing my anger out when I was fucking singing along to Highway?
It's sometimes hard to tell, if I'm being honest.
I wouldn't be going that hard if I wasn't belting something out.
That is a good point. Just this entire week's been a weird mood for me. In a weird mood. I'm over here trying to eat all the death metal stuff so I can actually say that I got it all. It's a problem because the death metal stuff you gotta grind and grind and grind.
I was only pissed off because you are getting your skill back as Black Prior, and that means that I won't be able to beat you.
Well, that's no reason to be angry.
I had a very brief window where I was actually able to stand against you as Black Prior, but now it's fucking nope.
Well, ow! I got whacked in the head by a hammer. Oh no, it was a sword. Never mind. I thought it was a hammer.
You were about to say?
Yeah, there's like no reason to be mad at me if you can go to Black Prior again. I just watched a For Rom video and then that was that.
For Rom!
And I just remembered, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. Right.
Oh my god, the programmable matter suit looks so good at night!
Isn't that the one that our friend uses? Miles Morales? Or am I thinking of a different one?
No, you're thinking, okay, I'll wear that suit just to send you comparisons. Get to the top of the Codex Code building first, though.
Yeah, I won't say anything to our friend. Unless he finds
I
out.
respect the rules.
You're only wearing it for a brief thing, for a comparison.
Okay.
I just want to get the arms for Griffin to be done with this. Like, really. I want to be done with this. Yeah, arms are what's really getting me there. Oh,
This is the programmable matter suit.
I forgot I had to do that. Oh.
I'll send you front back views of each one.
Alright, there we go. That's been posted now.
Here's the front view of the programmable matter suit.
I had to look at it afterwards, and that is a person going down from the top here. Fall. Female Black Prior, fall. Thank you.
Here's the back view of the programmable matter suit. Yes, it has a square ass.
Oh, is it that freaking? Oh, okay, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. You don't need to send this that picture. It's the one that makes you look like a polygon.
Yes.
Okay. Took me a
and
second
then I'll
to
send the other suit. Here's the front view of our friend's suit.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
And here's the back view of our friend's suit.
It's hard. It is kind. They are kind of. They do relatively look almost the exact same, minus a few things, but to make sure you take our friend's suit off.
How do they look almost the exact same? The Pokemon Matter suit has way more red on it.
It's a color that got me. Okay, maybe they don't look exactly the same, but the red is the same.
In my opinion, the Pokemon Matter suit looks better.
Another game I have to try and get back is Far Cry New Dawn. I have to try and get that back. Because I did like some of the outfits on there. And the Eden powers were fun.
Did you give me the disc for that?
No, I think my cousin took the disc and it had a crack in it, so a crack in the middle section, so I didn't want to use it. And if anybody who's played Xbox games before, and if you see the crack in the middle section, be scared. This crack in the middle section is no good. That means something's gonna break, and it's gonna possibly break off in your console, which will screw it up. So if I ever get an Xbox, one of the things I'm doing is I'm gonna get one of those little CD holder things. I have one already, but I don't know what I have in it. But I'm gonna get probably one or two.
Remember to put your discs back in the case.
No, the cases were the problem. So I'm just gonna do that. Slide it down, with the nice stuff for game disc holding.
What, you mean the old fucking books that they had for old music CDs?
Yes, exactly. I think I have an Xbox game or two in one of the ones that I own.
Now, when I used to play my Xbox, I would take my games out of the case and leave them out of the case.
Yeah, that was my cousin being my cousin, which always made me angry, but his stuff. So I'm like, oh.
I think it was you who taught me not to.
Yeah, because they get scratched, and the scratches make it so they don't work, and if they don't work, there's no fun. Because I think I do have one of those things. I have a few things in there. But yeah, I want to get an Xbox back because I want to play some of the old Xbox games again. I want to play Fable and stream it. I want to play Fable 3 and I want to stream it, but I need an Xbox because it's an Xbox exclusive. Sorry about that.
Let us see.
Non-viewers, really? And I've also figured out how to do raids now on Twitch, so that's a cool feature I figured out.
You leave that goddamn homeless shelter truck alone, you goddamn dirty convicts.
It almost sounded completely in a different way, but guy yourself. Guy yourself. Killing the officer, cause
I'm playing Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a bug. I'm an arachnid. There's a difference.
You can never get that right. It reminds me of one of my favorite characters of the newer Disney movies, and that would be Flynn Rider. They never can get my nose right.
What do you mean newer? That movie's old.
Well, it was within the newer Disney era, you know, where it wasn't like hand drawn.
You know what? You want to be close to the truck that much? Here, I'll stick you to it. There, how's that? You wanted to be close to the truck? Here, be close to the truck.
Tangle's still got to be one of mine where Disney started going more CGI on almost all their films. That's what I mean. Like CGI, Pixar animation, like 3D animation. He has to be one of my favorite characters still.
The guys wanted to mess around with the truck so much, I stuck all of them to the truck.
I mean, that's good. I guess, well, they got what they wanted. Kinda. Good old Giffen. Giffen. I'm just trying to get the arms for Griffin, and then I just need to get the arms and.
All I need to get for Centurion is literally the hilt for his sword. That's it.
No. After this match,
Centurion looks awesome. I will say that Centurion's armor for that event, it looks awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to, you can hop on with me after this, and we can do some For Honor gameplay.
Well, I do have to do the dishes, and I also have to work tomorrow.
Fair, so you might be getting off early. I don't know.
Well, probably not. I mean, you'll probably end your stream around 12, so.
Around 12, or maybe a little past it.
Well, I know you're not going to go until 1.
Probably not. That's usually when I start going and watching like shows and have a little snack, and then eventually.
Oh, no, wait, correction. You won't be on PlayStation until 1. You'll be on YouTube until 3 o'clock.
Or Disney Plus, because I'm watching Kim Possible. I'm just freaking binge watching it.
I know me and our friend have been telling you this for a long time, but you need to get a job.
I know.
Like, yes, I know streaming can turn into a job, but you need to be making money to at least help out your grandparents.
I know. I'm trying to, but like I said, Picto's got shite. I gotta fix up my resume. Gotta make sure we have a proper car working, and moving out of Picto in general because my grandparents can't afford to live here for another year.
When you get your car, try to apply at the McDonald's that I work at, because you get paid $16 an hour.
Do they have
And think about
janitorial
it,
work?
$16 an hour with 4 3-hour shifts, with 4 8-hour shifts each week, every 2 weeks.
Do they have janitorial work in play? Because that's what something I wouldn't mind doing.
I do it.
I wouldn't mind
They
doing
could have you
janitorial
on
work.
fries, and they'll go to you and say, hey, can you go and wipe down lobby, or can you go take out the trash, or can you take this compost out? Or we have a lot of cardboard boxes downstairs, can you go break them down and take them out to the recycling?
I'll look into it. I'm hoping that I get somewhere that I really want to work at. Hopefully GameStop or Most Wanted, if possible.
Most of the times, your first job is the place you don't expect and the place you weren't really wanting to work.
Yeah, that's fair. Can I get these fucking
I
arms?
mean, it's your first job, so.
Are those the arms? Oh, finally. And yeah, I know what you mean, and I was looking into things, but 9 out of 10, most of the things I've seen were just basically doctors and nurses and stuff, and I don't have any of the requirements for it.
No, in order to do, even in order to be a nurse, you'd have to go to medical school for like 10 years.
I know. And like, oh, we need nurses. Like,
yes,
work in retail,
do.
please?
We do. We need nurses, but we also need people to go to medical school and pass.
My grandparents and my mother always said, you should be a doctor. I'm like,
Yeah,
No,
but I don't
that'd be
think
a
you're
good
really that good with blood or opening organs.
no. No, I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, I look away.
Yeah, you
Can't.
feel it. You feel it. You feel it. Yeah, I know.
It's okay, like horror gore, freaking gang gore. I'm fine with that, but when I'm actually when it's the real person, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
Like, I guarantee you, if you were working the day that I got burned, you would be in the corner going.
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't.
You would either be doing that, or you'd be like not leaving my side. Like, oh, are you okay? Probably. What would you have done? What do you think you would have done if you were there the day I got burned?
I don't know. Probably rushing in the no cold water.
Did that?
Possibly like put something on it.
No. You don't want to put anything on a burn. You want to keep it cool. It fresh air helps it.
Can't didn't jump off.
But I will tell you, if you do apply at the McDonald's I work at, you're gonna have to be okay with working in close quarters.
Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but it
Because
is.
I will tell you one thing, back in fries and grill, it is narrow. It is narrow. I can't tell you how many times I bump into my coworkers in the run of a day.
And now the only reason okay. So I'll say one thing. The only reason how is that? Not the big. Oh yeah, there was another reason why I'm having trouble getting a job. I don't have a proper phone number, so I need to I have to redo all my resumes.
What do you mean? You have a phone.
Yeah, but my phone number, I didn't know it, so I could never put it on.
Write it down.
I have wrote it down. I'm gonna have to check if my current resumes are on the right phone number. If
Also,
not,
don't forget if you apply somewhere to write down their number so you know who it is, so you don't just write it off as an unknown number and fuck yourself out of
that's something
a job.
I did and regret doing. I forget. each time I went to apply for a job, I always forgot to ask what their number was.
That's why I always pick up, and if they're a creep, then I hang up. But if it's actually something that's
oh, who's messaging? Who's messaging? Who's messaging? Who's messaging? Yeah, I gotta get everything. Hold on, I gotta fix everything. Who's messaging? Ah, hey Quinn, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't know who was messaging there for a second. Also, Quinn, were you in yesterday's stream or no? Because there was a person in the stream, but I didn't know who it was. I could, because I'm not 100% sure on who it was. And they didn't respond back, so, I mean, there was one person, they were asking, like, oh, I could do an overlay for you, I could do emotes for you, and all that. I'm like, okay. I've gotten so many.
Yeah, you could have redeems. You could have sound redeems where people can play sounds while you're playing a game.
Yeah.
So you could kill someone in For Honor, and then you could just have someone play the whoopsie from fucking.
Oh, you were lurking, yeah. Also, that's good to know that you're alright. I'm doing pretty good myself. My mood's been wacky for the last couple days. Trying to figure everything out properly, trying to make sure everything's going right. Ah. Fair enough. No worries, but there was somebody who was like, oh, I could do Twitch overlays for you and everything, but I'm like, I know you're an artist, but please understand that I don't got the money to pay you, so please don't. Like, that's something that happened yesterday in the stream. I'm like, oh. Yay. Was it yesterday or was it the day before yesterday? It was one of the days that I did it. Yeah, it was yesterday because then I swapped to AC and everything, yeah. I had Vaughn take over the thing. No one really cared, so yeah, it was kind of it was a test thing after all, so I had to do the test just to see what was going on, because my mind tends to overthink stuff, and I have to. That's the problem with my mind. It'll overthink and overthink and overthink, and then I start overthinking myself into oblivion, basically. Oh, yeah, I know. And every single time, like, I don't know if you were saying annoying to the overthinking part or annoying to the person who was asking for Twitch overlays and streams. And saying, like, oh, I could do it for you. But I can't hear myself. I mean, probably both, but I don't like overthinking stuff. I really, really don't like overthinking stuff, but it's just a thing that always happens.
It's called anxiety and ADHD. Trust me, I know.
Oh, well, lovely. I might actually have that. Never got diagnosed, though, so I can't be sure.
Well, from what you're describing, sounds pretty fucking likely that you have it. In some form.
Well, I think anxiety runs in the family. As for the ADHD, I don't know. Yeah. No, they were asking, like, oh, I could do this for you. I'm like, no, I don't have the money to pay you, and I've gotten so many messages from them, and I always politely said, I cannot pay you, so please be a gent and do not bother. I apologize for the problems. I apologize for the issues, but I could not.
I apologize for suddenly going into an English accent without needing to.
Accents are fun, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not denying that they're fun, but I don't know why you're going into one.
Yeah, weird thing. Drama. Being the drama nerd that I am. Probably being the drama nerd that I am, I have to always possibly do a little acting. That was one of my job opportunities, but I don't know if it's a trade. One of my job opportunities, one of the things I was thinking of doing as like a job was either acting or doing the backstage things like props and being a stage manager. Oh, I love that. Ah, you're in. Yeah, it's been a while. How you been? Probably grinding, but how you been? How you been, Yoran?
On that Sigma grind set.
Oh, they have been. I've been seeing them mostly on Honkai Star Rail for like God knows how long. And sleeping early. Ah, getting good rest. That's good. Unlike me.
And me.
Yeah. The music is nice.
One thing people don't know about Canadians, we don't sleep.
At least not easily, anyways. I will admit, though, Honkai's music is really nice. Still probably won't play it, though. Because it reminds me too much of Persona 5. And I never beat Persona 5. At all. I was trying to do a Persona stream yesterday, but it wouldn't work because gameplay wouldn't record, so I'm like, aww, that sucks. Yeah, as I was saying to Jurassic and Quinn here, one of the job opportunities I was thinking of going into was stage manager, prop designer, or actually act. Yeah, stagehand or actually acting in a play.
You were a drama kid, so you have experience.
Those would be good things, and they do pay well, depending on the one you're in. I don't know how well I do with the dancing.
You'd still have to go to acting school, but
I
don't think just like 2-3 years of drama class experience is gonna be enough for fucking Universal Studios.
No, I wouldn't be going into like Universal Studios. I'd be going into more like small scale kind of local like theaters if there's ones around. I'd have to actually do research on what you need to either be a stagehand or an actor. Because if you can just slap a resume in there, I'll be an actor.
One thing that you need to learn is how to make your hair not always look like it's covered in grease.
There's such a thing called just wigs. As long as you clean them out.
Yeah, but with your hair, the amount of grease is fucking it's gonna leak through the wig, through your head, through the fucking little mesh thing that they have for the wig, and get all over the hair of the wig.
It's natural grease, and and people have said if the more natural grease a person has in the hair, the longer the hair will stay the same color as they were born with. So they say. Also, what food is it, Yoran? Like, what kind of
I thought you were about to say also, what food is hair grease?
No. But yeah, like I would totally do that. I probably had to do some research to see what you need to do that specific job. If it's just like, oh, you can just slap a resume in and be like, yeah, these guys got some social experience. We'll drag them into
Well, you also need a reference for your
That's true. I would need a reference. Shawarma. I never heard of shawarma. I never heard of that.
But the only reason I got the job at McDonald's is because I got it through Summer Street.
Isn't shawarma like a bunch of meat? It's like really.
Shawarma is like ice cream, I think.
I don't know. Please, Yoran, if you can elaborate on what shawarma is, because I do not know.
I only know shawarma from the end of the Avengers movie. That's really the only place I've heard shawarma ever used.
Or is it shawarma or is it shawarma? I don't know how to pronounce it.
All I know is that Iron Man likes it.
Dish originally from the Middle East, consisting of thin slices of mutton or chicken, roasted on a vertical split, served in pita bread with vegetables, hummus, lemon, and other. Yeah, because I remember I saw that because I remember something about that being in, what was it, American Dad.
Avengers?
No, American Dad. Because in America...
Didn't the dad in American Dad try to get his daughter's boyfriend to have a vasectomy or some shit?
Yes. Poor Jeff.
My man
And
got
then
his nuts cut.
Actually, no, he didn't. But he was an alien at one point.
But they already have an alien.
Well, it was because it was like the collectors, and then it's like a much better tasting Chipotle burrito. At least the one I have. At least one I've had before. I have never tried it.
I have never tried a burrito.
I don't eat spicy food. Well, that's a lie. I have had tacos
Not
before.
every burrito has to be. What kind of fucking tacos are you eating?
It wasn't the taco itself, more or less the cheese. For some reason, the cheese was abnormally spicy.
Taco Bell taco?
No, it's like the ones you can bring home, kind of make yourself. Those ones.
Oh well, then you haven't tried my mom's tacos then.
Though they taste good, they give me horrible stomach pains.
Heartburn?
Mix of heartburn. A mix of heartburn and just because, for some reason, like something that has a lot of grease in it will always kill my stomach. I can't eat McDonald's.
Well, yeah, it's grease.
I can't eat McDonald's because I'll be myself. I can't eat KFC at all.
Yeah. Well, is your nickname the Grease Commie? Because I'm pretty sure that's mine.
No, I can't eat that stuff. I legit can't eat that stuff. Like,
You and Ethan can handle up to a certain extent of grease. Me, on the other hand...
I legit cannot eat McDonald's or KFC. Because the next thing that'll happen is...
I actually said our friend's name. Fuck.
No. I don't think that... There's too many people. Yeah. I don't know. I just... It doesn't work with me. It doesn't agree with me. It's alright. I found out that if I'm going to a fast food restaurant, if there's an A&W near me, I'm fine with that. And
well, you'll probably be okay with McDonald's poutine.
Never tried it. I don't know if I want to.
Oh, it's alright. It's fine. I mean, the fries are fried in a massive vat of grease, but...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure... Let's see. I went to McDonald's, had some fries there, just fries, and the next thing I know, frickin' gun went... I'm like, oh, not again. I made it through, though.
You are grease intolerant, I fucking swear!
No, it's just, I can't eat McDonald's. I can't... But freaking A&W stuff, I've had mayonnaise and other stuff on there.
A&W is fucking great anyway.
I can eat A&W just fine.
What about Wendy's?
Haven't tried Wendy's yet, so can't give my own.
Their fries are god tier.
Yeah, I haven't tried Wendy's yet. Take the journeys. Ah, intriguing.
You wanna know what I get every lunch at work?
What's that?
I get a poutine with extra cheese, extra gravy, and I get a Big Mac and I get a large drink. That's it.
I just see the message, man. I'll have to check it out after this.
And I get that because every time I get that, I have it logged in my head. Every time I get that with my discount, it costs me $7.
Until they eventually raise the price again. Nah.
No, I have a discount, employee discount.
Yeah. True. Mainly, I mean, I wouldn't mind working at a restaurant, but the restaurants I'd probably prefer working at would be maybe like Tim Hortons or possibly Wendy's.
I mean,
maybe
if you
A&W.
work at McDonald's, you don't have to buy lunch at McDonald's. There's a fridge downstairs, and yes, that McDonald's I work at has a downstairs. There's a fridge down there that you can keep, like, pre-packed lunch in.
Yeah, like it's not like I don't know. It
It's
would
where
be.
I put my water every day. Anyway, go ahead.
We keep the rest of the diet in check, or at least extra. Yeah, your aunt just commented on your thing. It's like that's quite the lunch. They said that it was quite some lunch, Jurassic. Hope
Yeah.
you keep the rest of the diet on check, or at least exercising.
Nope, and nope. I drink a lot of water though. I drink a hell of a lot of water.
Well, the amount of chores you do around your house, I mean, you're getting a decent amount of exercise just by doing chores.
I mean, I'm pretty active at work. I mean, I'm standing up and I'm running orders most days, so.
Yeah, so you do burn calories. I think. Ow, ow, bam, bonk.
They have me lift
Yeah.
most of the heavy stuff. I mean, most days I have to go down into the freezer and take up a box of fries to refill the fry hopper.
Nah,
And those boxes, they're not light.
I wouldn't put it past it. They're full of frozen
Each
fish. Yep.
each box contains 6 bags of fries.
Yeah, so and they're all frozen.
Even though they're just shoestring.
Yeah, but it's the combined weight of all 6 packages, unopened. So. Oh, excuse me.
But
Hello, Black
I
Friar.
hope
Nope.
I hope my parents get another membership to the gym so we can actually go work out.
I'm not really worried about my physical appearance. If I walk enough.
Well, no, not work out to get like buff. Work out to burn off some of my fucking fat.
I do have to get out and walk more though. That's one thing I gotta do.
Yeah, that's what I should start doing now that it's starting to get nicer out. I should start walking my dog before I get on PlayStation every day. Once winter started, I stopped. But I should start doing that again.
Sorry. But yeah, honestly though, like, I'm probably gonna have to get out and walk more because I need to get the exercise, and I will try to get I am gonna try and get a job. I have to make sure my resume's right, get the resume reprinted if it's wrong, and it's a process.
I might genuinely just stop buying lunch at McDonald's and just try to pack myself something a little less greasy.
Well, that's what I was suggesting like several times before. Pack a lunch. It saves you money, and you get a prepackaged lunch out of it. And if you
I don't
take
have to worry about my money situation. Actually,
still, but wouldn't you want to save more money up for something a little more fancy? Or maybe just have it there so when you actually want to,
fancy.
you know.
When has me and fancy ever gone together well in the same
Well,
sentence?
like, what I mean is like, oh, I really like this, I don't know, Doom Guy figurine. I want to get it. Oh, turns out I don't have...
Do you realize a Doom Guy, like a good Doom Guy statue is gonna be like 300 some bucks, right?
Yeah. Ow. But yeah, Quinn just said, oof, daily McDonald's is not good. And
Well, it's not daily. I don't work like day. I'm part-time.
Yeah, imagine
so.
saving some bucks for that juicy battle pass. Yes, you're right.
Which one?
Yeah, which game? Which game are we talking about here? Because there's several games with battle passes. Hell, For Honor has a battle pass.
I'm feeling it in my chest right now, on my left side of my chest. Yeah, I should definitely...
Cut back on the poutine. Just pack a prepaid lunch.
Or just get fries. Just buy fries. Get fries. Just fries.
But in my recommendation, I would say...
that gravy is going to add a lot more grease.
If I was going to say anything, what I would recommend for a good pre-packed lunch...
Or, here, I have a good idea. We have a thing called a chicken Big Mac. And since it's chicken, it's right crispy, so it doesn't have as much grease in it as regular meat. Since
as I was going to say,
is straight crispy.
I'm not saying you have to do this, but in my opinion, I would get myself, like, Tupperware.
We have
and
Tupperware.
have some Tupperware. Put some good lettuce or something in there. Pre-pack it or whatnot. It'll be good for
lettuce is not gonna hold me over for 8 hours.
Well, maybe put a little bit of meat in there as well. Put a little bit of meat or something in there. Maybe dash it up with some stuff, and it should hold you. It would make your work. It would make you very productive at work too.
Dude.
Personally, in my personal opinion,
might work for you, but I'm way bigger than you.
Fair point. Fair point. You got like 2 or so. You got a foot on me. Like you're like 6 foot something. So you got like the foot on me.
I'm bigger. I have a larger bone structure, and I have a lot more muscle than you do.
I have muscle, just not a lot. enough to make when I hit something, I'll make it feel it. But besides that, and. But for me, I'd probably just pack a bologna sandwich or something. If I ever got to work. Take a lunch break, eat a bologna sandwich or something. Don't eat too much fast food. Because it's the weirdest thing. I like ham, but I can't have ham on plain white bread. Or like plain bread. Because it makes me gag. But I can have bologna on plain bread just fine. And it's because it was a different taste. And the reason I say this is because I had a family member who I lived with before I lived with my my current place, which was my grandparents and whatnot. But they would only pack me like this bland freaking ham and bread, and each time I ate,
if it was real bland, like tasteless.
No, like, and the thing is, they didn't.
Ham, it was probably that shitty sliced stuff, and not the good sliced stuff that you get in the package with the others.
And the thing is that they didn't put an ice pack in there to keep it, cold. They just let it sit there, so the moistness of the ham and the taste just went into the bread.
Moist bread.
Yeah, I gagged when that happened. I'm like, ugh. It was not a pleasant.
Remember when I drank the fucking thing of vinegar in school?
You did that several times. Also, Uran said since it's 8 hours, 2 Tupperware, 1 with good food to hold you to midday, and 1 with some sandwiches so you can eat during a break.
I only get 1 break.
Yeah, so you gotta make sure you make it count, I guess. Yeah. I didn't get the. Well, I got the top part. I got the last piece of weapon, but nah, I didn't get the arms. But yeah, moist ham flavored bread, not a good taste.
From now on, I won't. I'll try not to get a poutine. I'll just get a large fries.
But yeah, that's one reason why every time I went to school, I made sure I got one of those lunch bags. This was a while ago, but every time I went to school, I got one of those lunch breaks. You could put like a Oof, one break is rough, very anti-productive.
Yeah, you can unzip the bottom, put an ice pack in it, and re-zip it, and it'll keep everything in the top half cold.
Yeah, I always got those because, God, heaven forbid, I had to eat a moist sandwich. Ugh. Though the salad wasn't that bad.
And then there's me who didn't fucking care.
No, and also this was like, I'm pretty sure this was like thin sliced cheap ham. I don't know. Truro ham just doesn't taste the same as New Glasgow. Like, I get something from New Glasgow, it tastes different. It tastes fine, but I get something from Truro.
Well, after you and me met, most of the time I would come in and I'd give you a fucking fruit roll up or some shit.
Yeah.
I know I did that when we were in high school. I'd go to our spot and I'd go like, hey, I got the shit. I got it.
Yeah, that spot, we only had to swap that spot, I think, once, maybe twice, give or take? Because some people would sit there, so we would just, we would just move. But our spot, and the reason I'm such a drama nerd, and I love drama, and I love acting, and also being behind the scenes, preferably behind the scenes.
Right outside the theater.
Yeah.
Right outside the theater.
Oh, that theater had a hard floor, though.
Yeah, I know. I sat in there with one of my friends while it was pitch black dark in there and just stared at the ceiling until our bus came.
Yeah, but I do admit the theater was well done. It was a very good-looking theater.
The music teacher, the first 2 years, I think it was, I fucking loved him.
I never did music in high school. It's a weird thing. I like music, but never did it in high school. I was mainly focusing on stuff that would help further my potential art career. Some did help.
I loved Mr. Sutherland. Mr. Sutherland was such a good art teacher.
I had the lady with the white hair. I can't remember her name for the life of me. But I heard that she
Mr. Sutherland retired.
Yeah. So do you remember the lady who had like the white hair and everything? She would be like one of the art teachers.
No, I don't think I ever seen her.
Anyways, that one she had a thing that happened in her life, and she took her maiden name back. She well, you can pretty much fill in the rest of that, and I'm not gonna say it because that's personal to them, but you can pretty much assume when I say taking her maiden name, you can do your inspiration on that. She was a good teacher though. Though I barely did, it was hard for me to pay attention in that class because I was always just doodling. I was like, what? It's an art class.
Apparently in my art class, without me noticing it, I bursted out singing while I was drawing something with my headphones on. Mr. Sutherland came up behind me and took one of my headphones out of my ear. He was like, I was like, yeah. He was like, I don't mind you listening to music, but we don't have to hear you singing it. And I'm like, wait, are we singing? He was like, yeah.
That was a thing. Oh, my bad. But I went to check Dying Light price in my country. The bundle with Dying and 2 and the DLCs are cheaper than a Dying Light 2 alone. Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's like you can get like the thing, and it'll be like, oh no, we're gonna make this cheaper, but the actual game, just the game itself, is like more expensive. I have no clue why, but it is.
They're talking about Dying Light?
Yeah, Urian said he saw the Dying Light 1 and 2 with all the DLCs is cheaper than just Dying Light 2 on its own.
Oh yeah, well I bought Dying Light 1 with all the DLCs and it was cheaper than just buying it standalone.
And I always try to...
I for one fucking love the first Dying Light game. It is so fucking fun. to just parkour around and slice off zombies' heads.
One of the things that's the one thing I always do, especially when getting physical games. I always go for the ones with all the DLCs. Because with all the DLCs, that saves me money in the long run. It saves me money in the long run if I get every DLC, so then I have access to all the content. It might take
a little longer to install it, but
worth
it. There's a few suits in this. There's very few suits in this game that
Jesus. That's how. Ooh, that's a lot of money for just the bots separately. $344.97 if bought separately, but the bundle together with all the DLCs is $172.50. Not dollars though. I don't know the currency, but I'm not sure. Either way, that I would say go for the bundle. It seems cheaper than if you just, you know, like bought them separately, because that is a lot of money.
I'm going back to Dying Light after not playing it for a while. Oh god.
You should stream that sometime. Not right now, of course, but sometime.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stream anything right now, because if I start streaming, I'm not gonna go to bed.
I say do it when you got a good day off.
Well, I have basically the all week next week off, so.
Yeah, there you go. You do some that week and whatnot. I could actually make you a Discord for your Twitch channel too. I could do that. 20. Yeah. And that, dang, really, 20 cents each real? Interesting. Wait, I did say the currency right. Is real? Is it? Or if not, do correct me on that.
Well, if you saying real makes me think of fucking Black Flag reales.
Yeah, your end's in Brazil, so I don't know the proper currency in Brazil. So I could be reading wrong, so do correct me, your man, if I'm reading it wrong. So do correct me, your end, if I'm reading it wrong. But two other people are in here.
If I have enough money when I get paid, I might buy Dying Light 2.
This is a word in both countries. Okay. So I did technically say it right. Technically. Yeah, I never was good in math, nor with currency. Though I did find that after I got out of school, I kind of started getting a little bit better. Not great, but a little bit better.
I'm gonna stop. When I get paid again, I'm gonna stop blowing fucking $200 in 2 days.
Unless it's something you really want, or is it a really good thing that's worth it?
No, not even.
If it's worth it.
Not even. I'm putting myself on a budget.
Well, obviously you put yourself on a budget. But I don't know, like say, I don't know, freaking the new Doom game comes out or something. I don't know, just as an example.
A new Doom game isn't gonna come out between now and next Thursday.
Well, more than likely not, but I'm just saying, just as an example. Then that would be something that you could spend a good chunk of money on, and it'd be worth it because you like the thing. It's pretty simple, actually, if you think about it. But then again, I'm not one to personally save up money. I've only got like $40 to my name at the moment. And apparently they still haven't they still haven't brought my T4 slip, which makes me angry.
Okay, when do you get your GST again? Is it every 2 months?
Every 3 months. And I can't get my GST because the banks are on strike, and the banks are on strike, which means the mail is slow. Gotta love capitalism.
Our mail's slow anyway, so.
Yeah, you gotta love capitalism, am I right? But the banks are on strike here in Canada. They are on strike. I don't know why they're on strike, but they're on strike because I guess it's just a...
I wasn't even aiming for you when I sliced your head off.
I don't know. That's just the way it's just annoying to deal with, and banks are annoying. Banks are annoying to get down and working around and everything, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't mean to cause you any trouble, the distress." I'm like, yeah, yeah. That's I don't know. You can't change it. You really can't. You just gotta live with it. It's about the size of it, and you just gotta live with it and hope to God that your thing actually gets.
So was it Uran who made the Dying Light comment?
Yeah.
Well, how do you like the first Dying Light there, Uran?
I don't know if Uran's played either of them. I don't know. I could be wrong. Nah.
Well, they said they talked about the pricing of the bundle for both the first and second game with all DLCs. So that led me to believe that they probably have played at least the first one.
He was asking if you've played the first Dying Light or not. That's what he was asking. No, Jurassic was asking you if you've played the first Dying Light before or not. Because he was like, he wanted to like do a little comment there, but he wasn't sure if you played it or not. Nor am I sure, so I have on Epic, but haven't. Right. So you have it on Epic, but you haven't played it, so you haven't like gotten to the point yet. So you do have
Honestly,
it. You just haven't
give it a shot. It is really fucking fun once you get into the combat. If you find a good bladed weapon, you can slice off a zombie's head, their arm, their fucking leg. You can slice them in half if you wanted to.
Mainly, like, oh, it's coming. Yeah.
Just don't go out at night. Don't.
Isn't that like where like the big amounts of hordes come or something?
Yeah, that's. Yep.
Just giving.
Things that will only slow down if you hit them with the ultraviolet lights.
Yes. Well, that's a good thing. People wishing each of their neighbors good night. That's nice to hear.
I call them hunters.
Bradshaw's streaming. I have a lot of people who are streaming right now. Heavens!
I don't know if I will stream this because I've already beaten it. So, well, I've beaten the main story. I haven't beaten the following where you get the Doom Buggy.
Well, depending on how long it is, then you could do that. But again, that's up to you entirely.
And also, stay away from guns. Really, just don't use guns.
Crossbows and bows are okay though, and maybe slingshots if that's the thing.
Because guns mean sound, and sound means runners.
I just say a crossbow or a bow. That's like one thing people are always like, "Oh, we're gonna use a gun in a zombie apocalypse." If you want to get around, if you want to get out alive, I would suggest you know, learn to be quiet. So. Oh, you had the enhanced edition of Dying Light on Epic. Cool. Yeah, because Epic gave like a butt ton of games out for free. That's one thing I will say about them. They do give games out for free.
Oh, what? You can't get in here? Stupid bitch. Stupid bitch.
I've also seen some people streaming Redfall. I love the idea because it's vampires. But I don't get the money for it. I don't know if it's on PlayStation 4.
I gotta check my inventory to see if I can switch my machete. You know what? Fuck it. I'll switch my machete out for a fucking golf club. Why not?
Oh! And then just freaking knock the head off of them or something.
You could do that.
Oh, I'm gonna get poked, aren't I? I didn't quite get it. Yeah. I would have to work on.
Also, get a lot of metal parts in this game because metal parts mean knockpicks and knockpicks mean
A lot of bad reviews. Yeah, I think isn't it in like beta or something, or is it just like really bad because it was a bad launch? I'm taking a guess. On
yes, a sword in a yep. I'll take the sword. Why not?
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of games I want to try out. And another thing I might actually do is re-download Sonic Forces to do a stream on that. I'm not sure. Ah.
No, you know what? You can't cut off the head. You can blow it up though if you have a blunt weapon.
Bethesda has had issues with games. Hell, they broke in Fallout New Vegas. They broke it, so if you're a female character, you can just go Black Widow, kill Benny while he's sleeping. Absolutely broken ability. And then there was what? Syrian Imperialists, where basically any other enemies that weren't allied with you basically took extra damage. So yeah.
You can also drop kick zombies. Yep.
Yeah, one of my relatives has like, I think he said he's like 1 trophy away from platinuming Dying Light, but he needs to get the same. I think he said like 3, 4, 5 people to do it, to do like 3 missions together or something.
That's the same trophy that Adam's stuck on.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about. I said one of my relatives.
Oh shit, sorry.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he really cares. There's so many people by the same name.
Fuck the golf club. I'm gonna go around and whack zombies with a fucking guitar.
Ah, doing the Dead Rising tactic, I see. Things like most about Dying Light. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like fun. You're just like, a zombie's running towards me, dropkick. Ugh. I did want to try World War Z out because Horde mode looks like fun. And there's like absolutely no like restrictions on what character you can play. And also Jerusalem's in there, so basically we can take a Holy Crusade on Jerusalem if we wanted to. Holy Crusade on the zombies
really?
in
I'm
Jerusalem.
holding a guitar. You're not gonna win this with your fucking yeah, get your head blown up.
Yeah, that's another game I want. There was 2 other zombie like games that I wanted to get. I wanted to get Dead Rising and I wanted to get Lollipop Chainsaw. I wanted to play Lollipop Chainsaw so freaking bad because it looks like such a fun game. Redfall has laggy servers, buggy gameplay, and the good parts of it is classified as mediocre by every reviewer. Oof. Yep, that sounds like a Bethesda launch. I'm not surprised at all.
Ooh,
they'll get her working around sometime. It takes Bethesda a good maybe 1 or 2 years to get a proper working game. That's how I've seen it. It's like, it takes them a while. Ubisoft, you just expect this stuff from Ubisoft. It's like, oh, a new Ubisoft game's coming out? Well, expect bugs. But they're also, as they made a joke about it, it's not a bug, it's a feature. So if there's a bug in the new Assassin's Creed game, it's not a bug, it's a feature. See, brother.
I will use guns to clear out nests. That's the only.
That reminds me of something I saw about Cyberpunk when it first got released. It's like, it won't only knock your socks off, it'll knock your cocks off as well. Because there was like a weird bug with the males where the freaking where your junk below the belt would just start like glitching and phasing through the clothing. How it worked, I don't know, but it just did. That was one thing I saw.
I take my leave. Huzzah!
Yeah. And just to be honest, no one knows. Which is Freeland. Yeah, that's the thing about CD Projekt Red. They get really buggy launches, but then once they fix it, it's just immediate Game of the Year. It's the weirdest thing. No other company can have that amount of bounce back that quickly. Maybe because they actually probably pay attention to the community. I don't know. Somebody quote me on that, possibly. Because I think they do listen to the community a lot, so... They actually take and say, oh, the community's... The problem is...
Fuck you, Toad!
Got rep for being buggy. Ah. Take a catapult. Oof. Sorry about that, dude. Sorry about that, Orochi. Had to be out of the way. And you talk about how good it is, you get only, like, because... Okay, in all fairness, Edgerunners did probably spike up a lot of popularity. My favorite character was Rebecca. Unfortunately, she didn't last long. But I loved Rebecca the most. I don't know, something about the crazy psycho...
Stop fucking crying, bitch! Where?
Adam Smasher looked... I will admit, Adam Smasher looked awesome. He looked boss as hell in that. Adam Smasher did look boss as hell on Edgerunners. It was a good thing, and then Cyberpunk was like, you know what? We actually have partial control about it, so we'll put Rebecca's shotgun in here and David's jacket. Yeah, it was mainly the Edgerunners that really spiked it. I was like, oh yeah, and mainly because everybody wanted to be like Lucy or Rebecca or David. Is that? Yeah. And the funny thing is, WB is also in control of Cyberpunk, so you could expect it. Like, WB has a hand in Cyberpunk, and they also have a hand in a game called Multiverses, which I played before, which means that there's a potential of seeing Adam Smasher or Johnny Silverhand or somebody like that in Multiverses. I mean, honestly, I would love to see that. Hell, I would love to see any of the characters from Cyberpunk 2077, or Edgerunners for that matter, in Multiverses. That would be so cool looking. But a lot of people don't. Alas, a lot of people don't really care, so. More accurate, V would be way too... Yeah! V would be way too broken. But of course you have the people who are like, oh, it's the Lucy build, it's the David build, it's the Rebecca build. And, you know, they made their character look and act like how Rebecca would, or how Lucy would, or how David would. And honestly, some of those logos are absolutely terrifying. Like, what is it? The hacker logo for... Yeah, Edgerunner, hacker logo, one of the two. Yeah, Netrunner logo, yeah, Netrunner. Basically, if you get that thing maxed out, it is absolutely overpowered. Like, you don't even have to bring out a gun, you just step, they all fall down. It is terrifying. A Netrunner build is terrifying.
Crossbow! Crossbow!
So Netrunner,
I missed.
Focusing on stuff. Ah, you went the assassin route. Nice. Am I gonna get these damn arms or what? Like, fuck me. These arms, I swear.
Oh, why have I not used the crossbow more often? Just watching a zombie shamble towards you just to plant an arrow right in their head.
Honestly, I'm very excited about some of this new stuff coming For Honor. I mean, we're gonna be getting another Outlanders hero, which I love the Outlanders, and we're gonna get another Viking hero. Which I love, which the Vikings are just overpowered. Terrifyingly overpowered. But I want to see something good. Mainly one of my friends really wants to see a bare knuckle brawler. Honestly, that would be really interesting because all you would be doing is going around beating the absolute hell out of them.
Oh, Lord,
Turn full right in. Curious Revenges. What's his name? To just cut a whole group before they can. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. The Raiden build, that sounds amazing.
I missed.
Yeah, your man was just saying that he went full Raiden mode in Cyberpunk 2077 and just cut everybody up while having the same Devastand.
So that name reminds me of how my copy of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance got so scratched I couldn't use it.
You know, at Most Wanted you'll probably find one at Most Wanted
for Xbox.
Yeah, I've seen Xbox 360 games in there. They have Xbox 360, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, original Xbox, DS, Wii, Switch. They have an entire section just generally to like collectible gaming and collectible pieces of gaming. Hell, I've seen Skylanders in there, and that's old. Unfortunately, in my portal, I have no clue where I put it, nor do I have the batteries for it.
They're just AA batteries.
Yeah, I just never bothered to actually do it. Because I have the DS version, which means every character was immediately saved onto the game disc. That was the one thing I loved about the DS version of Skylanders. Though, the console versions of Skylanders were a lot better. But the DS one, you could just take whatever Skylander you had and just be like, okay, yep, this is gonna stay on here for now. Like, wherever. So, it is such a good thing. Hell, I have a Stealth Elf. And a few other ones that I think me and Jurassic traded with. I think, didn't I trade you, what was that bird SWAT Force character with the tornado ability? What was his name? What was his name? You know the one I'm talking about, right, Jurassic?
No.
It was the one that basically looked like an Ninja. You go into a tornado thing, and he was part of the wind element.
Are you talking about the fucking saber-toothed cat?
No, I'm talking about the one that looked like an eagle that also looked kind of ninja. The saber-toothed cat was fun.
I don't think you traded me him.
Yeah, I did. You traded me, I think you traded me Blast, or Blast Zone for it.
I still have Blast Zone.
Then when did I get a Blast Zone? Okay, wait, I'm confused now. What the hell is going on? We got some goddamn freaking Twilight Zone going on in here. What was it I treated you? I did get one of my, one of my little cousins, because they were wanting to play Skylander, so I gave them the Flashwing. Because they liked Flashwing. Because, you know, pink and white, and they're all girls. All girls.
Remember when I took my Flashwing to class and it had no head?
Oh, come on, you're missing your head. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Goes into the game. Oh, you're not. Told you.
Fuck, ow, fuck, ow.
I know I saw, like, a jetpack. I think I gave you a jetpack, too. Or was it one of my cousins that I gave the jetpack to? I can't remember. I know I had one or two. One of the... was either you or one of my... Okay, so
I wanted him, but I never got him.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Ow. Ow. I still do like Skylanders to this day. Mainly as collectible items, but... You know, it is what it is. Ah. Shun. Ah. Come on, Shinobi, fall. Fall. Thank you. I'm I'm gonna sound like an old man saying about Skylanders and how it was a big thing back in around like what was it, 2017? Is it like 2017, 2016 where it was like hugely big?
2013, more like.
Yeah. Yeah, and then expanded all the way to what? 2015, 2016 was it? Or did it end earlier? I don't remember.
Well, it got dumb.
Yeah, it really did. The first few games were good. Like Swap Force was interesting. I like Swap Force. Giants was pretty good. The original like Spyro's Adventure ones were pretty good. But then they got into the racing one, and then the trap ones, or I think what were they called? Trap Force or something? I think it was called
Trap Force was good.
Wasn't that the one where like you go like
Trap Team was good.
Which one was the one where you like customize your own Skylander? Was that Trap Team?
Swap Force?
No, it was no, like you get these little like they're like little canister things, and it would be like the element of the person, and then you take elements from whatever Skylander you had and then combine it into a freaking amalgamation. Is that Trap Team?
No. I don't fucking know.
I think it was Trap Team. I think that was Trap Team. I don't know. All I know is that there was one where you could just straight up customize like crazy on it. I wanted it. Never got it, but I wanted it because I love the customization options, but I can't remember the name of it. That was back when I was young. I literally watched Skylander YouTube videos. I was that into it.
Who did it back then?
Oh, they were all over YouTube. God, I sound like an old man. Though they were a good game. I did enjoy the game. I haven't touched it in a while, but then I just kind of went on to more. Then as I got older, I kind of left it, and then I still collect them because they can be worth a big amount of money.
I took a chunk out of a zombie's thigh with a guitar.
Nice. Another one I wanted to get was Disney Infinity. Never got around to doing that one though.
Oh my god!
That was another one. It was like the huge thing about like
that
the toys.
That was a fucking nostalgia bomb. Oh my god!
Yeah, Disney Infinity, Disney Infinity 2.0, and oh my god. I still have a Disney Infinity.
Because I saw a trailer that had Wreck-It Ralph in it, and that's why I wanted to get it, so I could play as Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I have an actual Disney Infinity figurine as Hawkeye. I think he's so damaged now that he probably couldn't work. But then again, I never tried it, so I can never actually kind of think of it. But he still exists in my house. Yeah, that is a huge nostalgia hit. Oh my god. The amount of stuff you remember, and then you and your freaking like 20-year-old friends are going back reminiscing about the simpler ages. Okay, and I'm going to come out and say this. I am one of the few people that, if given the choice and, actually having the money and, willpower to actually do it, I would straight up walk outside and probably even go to, like, a work that, didn't have uniforms. I just do it in a suit. Because I love suits. I love wearing suits. Jurassic can attest to this. If I'm in GTA and I'm on my male character, I'm normally in a suit. Because I love suits. I love modern / vintage aspect of style. It's just, the aesthetic. It's aesthetically pleasing. Yep, pleasing. Fuck. It's just so aesthetically pleasing that you see like the modern and vintage kind of like coexist. That and Gothic thing, like Victorian era London. That's the good stuff right there. God, I love the Gothic look. Preferably like Bloodborne, but I can never bring myself to play it because I end up raging or not remembering where the fuck I have to go. Though Vampire works, so. Okay. Back, receipt the DMs, I started sending Pokemon It's downhill. That's fair. That's fine. No worries, Uran. No worries. I was just saying that if I had the choice to go to a work in a suit, I fucking would. And this would just be like a regular thing where people would just see me in a suit. Or I would just be like wearing suit pants, because freaking suit pants are so comfy. I don't know why, but they are. Hell, that's what my mother used to wear. She always used to freaking like... She always used to wear, like, suit pants. I know, it's... And another thing about me is I love the vintage kind of modern. If you can get that perfect blend between the two. Oh god, does that thing look aesthetically pleasing. Fuck, I can't speak. And same with gothic look. If I could dress myself up and look semi-gothic, that wouldn't seem like I'm hyped up on My Chemical Romance. I would. Because the gothic look, it just looks good. Hell, one of the places I want to go and if I was to like do a thing would be like, well, two places actually. I want to go to a Renaissance fair because that looks interesting, and I want to go to Medieval Times dinner and tournament. Oh, fear no one. I think I actually have a My Chemical Romance song on one of my playlists, and I'm pretty sure it's the one called Teenagers, because for some reason, just listening to that song makes me happy. I don't know, I might just be an edgy, shy little blob. I don't really know. That's another thing, is like, I also listen to, what are they called? What is the band called? They did, I'm Not a Vampire. Like, I'm Not a Vampire. I forget what they're called. I have to go check my Spotify here. Hold on. I think it was... Let me see here. Let me see. It was in my punk/alternative music here somewhere. Falling to Reverse. Yeah, that's the one.
Falling in Reverse.
I was falling to... Oh, whoa! Okay, hello. Huh. Is it Falling in Reverse? I thought it... I might have to do a second track. Is it Falling in Reverse? Yeah, I had to.
Falling in Reverse, they have a song called In Between, and it's really good.
Yeah, and then I also have, like, songs by, like, Bowling for Soup. You know, oldies.
Bowling for Soup.
Yep. What is it called? Oh, it is called Falling in Reverse. My bad. I misread. I have songs Galactic Mermaid from Carol and Tuesday. Carol and Tuesday. I have never heard of them. I honestly have never heard of them. Though that sounds really interesting, actually. That sounds like an interesting song. But don't. Ow. Oh god, it's the Sway Commander. Oh no, it's the Sway Commander. Jurassic is the Sway Commander. Ugh. The Sway Commander has ended my life. Ooh. Ow. The Sway Commander was too powerful. His swag was too strong. Seriously. Oh, yeah. I don't have Netflix anymore. Ever since they implemented that stupid, you can watch this if you're in a different location and you're going and somebody else is doing it for you, and you can't do that and you got to pay for it yourself. I couldn't watch it, so my apologies. I haven't watched it. Because Netflix wants to be a pain. Yeah, they have implemented it in Canada, and I hate it. Cause I was watching Total Drama Island, and then they implemented it, and I'm like, you son of it, you took Chris McLean away from me, god damn it. Yeah, it is a dumb move, and people are just gonna stop. So, and that's why if I'm gonna do something like that, I'm just gonna get physical copies of movies and watch them on my PlayStation. Haha. And possibly get a VCR and watch VCR movies, because I'm gonna fight the norm and not be hyped up with modern technology and be that one old grandpa that has like 20 20-year-old like machines. Honestly, though, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. They should have sold that info as a way to increase prices of product. You would think, but no, they didn't. Just like, we're not going to do that. But yeah, another game console I want to get, and this kind of going with me trying to be an old grandpa where it's going to just end up me being like the freaking guy that has like the 100-year-old freaking electronics. Yeah, they would.
Or you want to get an Atari?
Atari wouldn't be bad, but I was thinking more GameCube or Game Boy. Yeah, Game Boy.
GameCube isn't that old.
Well, no, GameCube is actually really old. That thing was in the 90s, man. The 90s.
You do realize the 90s aren't that far away, right?
Well, fair, but still, it's a retro console now.
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years counts as retro console. Oh, I had the voice terms. Uh-huh. So I had them anyways. I see. Ah, it was the chest I didn't get. Wait, did I get that one? I think I did. And accidentally yeeted it out. Did I get the chest? I did. Uh-huh. Anyways, this is done. Lawbreaker stuff. Right. Call things that were released 10 years ago. Imagine something from 40 years. Yeah, 30 years is getting into the big retro game. I gotta clear all this stuff out.
Fuck you, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix did that, and if you're not in the same household and you're in a different household, you're like, no, we won't allow that. I'm like, well, guess it's to Disney Plus watching Kim Possible, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, now I can actually work on one of my other characters, because apparently I already had the chest for it and didn't realize it because I didn't read it.
I can do it on my phone, but I can't do it on my PlayStation. Yep.
No copyright, please. Thank you.
I'm gonna go do the dishes anyway, so I'll be back.
Alright. I'll be here. Yeah. Honestly, though. So I've just been watching Disney Plus with Kim Possible and a few of the other ones. How I watched Recess on there. That's an old show. Oh, I love that show. Recess was a good show. But like I said, if I'm going to get anything, I'm going to start getting more physical copies of movies. And watching them on my PlayStation or a VCR because I'm just that old. I'm pretty sure I have Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island on a VCR, but I can't play it in my room alone because because I'm a shy blob. Yeah, but because Scooby-Doo. I got Disney Plus because of my 10-year-old. Okay, I've watched Encanto. It is really good. It's a really sweet story. I've watched Turning Red. Couldn't quite grasp the plot, but I don't know. It was a weird. Turning Red had a weird plot. Haven't watched Luca. Haven't watched those like brothers that looked like cat people. It was like the animated version of that. But I have watched Encanto. I did like Encanto. The music was good in that. But one of the things is, one of the things on Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island that I remember so much is the song "It's Terror Time Again." Oh my god, I love that. And hell, I have to admit though, if I was ever to have a childhood crush that I didn't know about, if I was ever to have a childhood crush, it would probably be what was her name? Think about the Marvel though. What the hell? Yeah, Marvel's going down the crapper real quick. But as I was saying, one of the childhood crushes, if I had it and didn't realize it or didn't have it, was the girl from the Hex Girls, the lead singer of the Hex Girls, the one who was always in red. I don't know why, but I think like I had a childhood crush on her, but I could be wrong because I don't remember much from my childhood. So yeah. But if I was to have a childhood crush on any of the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo, it would be her. Mainly because I liked her red thing. She was like the most mature of the group. Also, we had another viewer. I start talking about childhood crushes and they leave. Oh, I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just kind of doing my own like thing here. Basically, all I know is that I love Scooby-Doo. I don't really care about this new Velma cartoon. It's weird, and I mean, I don't care that they did it or they took the way they did, but without Scooby-Doo, it's just not the same without Scooby-Doo, in my opinion. Then again, I'm a freaking like 2002 born kid, so I was like on the verge of millennial. I don't know when millennials ended though. Homecoming and Far From Home is on Netflix and Prime. No Way Home is only on this. I don't watch much of the Marvel things anymore. I remember I had some old Marvel cartoons, like where Spider-Man was worried about turning into a giant mutant spider thing, and I had an Iron Man one. I also had one. I think that was the one. That was the one part of it that actually introduced me to Morbius, the vampire dude. That went full bat mode, basically. Oh. I mean, I do like Spider-Man. I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man the best. Tom Holland Spider-Man isn't bad though. It's not bad. I just really like the Tobey Maguire one because freaking Bully Maguire dance was amazing. Yeah, I agree. Tobey was one of the best ones. The freaking Bully Maguire dance, as I called it. Oh, I love that. I love the Bully Maguire dance. It was such a good thing. But I'm not saying Tom Holland's is bad. A lot of girls find him cute. He's not a bad actor, but he has no sense of keeping a secret, though, it seems. He might be learning, though. He might have learned. So, if he learned, good for him. But a lot of girls are like, "Oh my God, he's so young looking, so cute, and everything." I'm like, yeah, I guess in some girls' eyes, I'm not, and also Quinn, I'm not calling you out. Trust me, I'm just saying that's what I've heard from the internet. So don't worry if you're even still here, Quinn. I don't know if Quinn's still here. But like, all in all, I will say that Tobey Maguire has to be my favorite one, the best. Tom Holland isn't bad though. I do admit that they did do a pretty good choice on Spider-Man for the new ones. All Spider-Man stories is dealing with responsibility, in other words, yeah. So I understand their idea behind it. So he's not my favorite, but I don't mind Tom Holland. Tobey Maguire still holds a special place in my heart. Fair. Could be an entire thing that they were doing, like, oh, this is a real life plotline. Haha, we got you, or something along those lines. I don't know. maybe I'm just not. Or I'm just getting too close to the secret. I do know though. I do know on Disney Plus, and I love this show, and I know Disney Plus has it, and that's Gravity Falls. I love Gravity Falls. Oh my God, Gravity Falls is amazing. One of my favorite stories. Yeah, shot this. Aha, the Spider-Man is so sick. Aha, yeah. Oh, but Gravity Falls. I love Gravity Falls, man. Oh God, Gravity Falls is so good. And one of a Canadian cartoon that I watched on YouTube, because they had full episodes on YouTube, and God forbid did I ever binge watch those on YouTube, was Detention Air. I didn't watch it until one of my friends suggested it, and honestly, thank God they did. Detention Air is amazing. Oh my God, but still, Gravity Falls holding a special place in my heart. I love it. Such a good show. Such a good show. Hmm. Yeah, he has such things. He's like, Spider-Man. Me? No. You must be getting me mixed up with the other guys. All in all, though, Toby is doing a good job. So, no, hey, not Toby. I mean Tom Holland. Toby did do a good job in the new one, in the new Spider-Man. I did like the idea. What was the other one? I think there was Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and another one. I can't remember their name though. I don't remember their name. I know the only ones I know of is Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. Oh, ooh. There was another one, wasn't there? I forget their name. How? Because there was Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and another one. Like I said, I still can't remember that guy's name. Not for the life of me. So if anyone knows that name, please send it to me. Send it and put it in the chat, because I do not remember at all what his name is. At all. Because there was the one Spider-Man not everyone didn't really like. Because I think, what did they say? They took him too gritty or something? The anime series. There's a joke. How Peter... Sweet. Haha. Another one of the things I do love, and I have watched the Deadpool movies, both of them, and this was going back on a conversation me and Jurassic were having one time, and it was when Deadpool first met Cable, and he's like, "Oh, you're so dark. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe?" Andrew Garfield, yes. Yeah, when Deadpool first met Cable, he's like, "You're so dark. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe?" That's the one thing I don't want them to change Deadpool, because Deadpool is the merc with the mouth for a reason. Yes, because I think it was in No Way Home where they did Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. And one of the people was like, "Oh, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man need like whip fluid." And then Tobey Maguire Spider-Man just shoots with, and they're like, "Did that just come out of it?" Yeah. I've seen pictures of that Deadpool, and I never watched the Wolverine movie. But they made the dark, gritty, freaking Deadpool and like stitched his mouth tight. And then when Ryan Reynolds got a hold, said, "Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. He's getting a standalone movie. We're making this guy cocky and arrogant." Heck. And I love that he did that. He was also a fantastic in Free Guy. I did watch Free Guy too. That was a fantastic movie. No more of Deadpool because the director thought Deadpool. Oh, come on. He's got them. His title's a merc with the mouth for a damn reason, man. It's for a reason. Directors, man. They don't know good comedy. Christ. Oh. Ow. Saw him. Dick. You dick. You made it so he couldn't. Yeah, that is just such a wrong thing. Like, oh god, we're on the egotistical bench. But like, people, like, he's like, that's the thing, is like, he's called a merc with the mouth for a reason. He's cocky, he's arrogant, and he has voices in his head, so he's psychotic too. So, and that's what makes him a funny character, because he breaks the fourth wall every single time. He even did it in the goddamn comics, man. He broke the fourth wall. Or fifth, sixth, I don't know. Whatever wall he was on at that point. But honestly, once the actual Deadpool movie came out, oh my god, was it good. It's funny, it's like, this guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants. I love it. I'm the guy. Yeah, he is legit immortal, and the only way you can kill him is by putting a mutant dampener on him. I got a mutant genome dampener on him, which was touched in Deadpool 1, or was it Deadpool 2? No, it was Deadpool 2. Because that's when the kid basically was like, that's when Cable was introduced, and he's like, "Oh, you're so dark. You're not from DC Universe." Oh, good. Yeah, in comics he is cursed with immortality. Really? I did not know that. Interesting. Also, time to stick. I just probably lagged the entire server there for a second. Those are the movies that actually have plot from the comics, but the reason. Ah, yeah. Oh, we had somebody doing the JoJo pose. That is interesting, dang. That is really interesting. Holy cow. And then killed by the kill was a gift. Yeah, because Def and Thanos and then were trying to Thanos was trying to win Def's heart and make her rule the cosmos with him, but she's like, nah, I want the Canadian one. I want the Canadian guy. Of course. Of fucking course. Of course he did. Of course he did. Of course he did. Yeah, I had to really get some comics, man. That gear looks really nice. Can I get the? I'm gonna open a pack, see if I get the arms. Did I straight up just get the arms? Nope, I got the Funade arms, which I'm not gonna use. I don't really care about the Kitsune one. Don't really care about that. And don't really care about the Funade. Bloop. Good to have them though. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thanos can be a real dick sometimes. A real dick. But you gotta admit, he did get what he was deserved in Endgame, from what I've seen. You see, I'm not a Marvel fanboy, nor am I a real big DC fanboy. I do like a lot more characters from DC, but I'm like kind of on both of them. If he is totally missing, his soul would just wander in. Yeah, that makes sense. Has anyone played the Deadpool game here, though? Because we have. I have played it, and I loved it. From what I got part of it. And then there's like that part where he's just like, oh, you haven't? Oh, it's funny. One of the parts in is like, he's listening to Cable talk, and it like zones out. You just see Cable's mouth move. It's like, it's so boring. and then you shoot him. He shoots himself. Of course, he can't die. And all you hear Cable say is, "Damn it, Wade!" Oh God. I will admit, Deadpool is one of the few Marvel characters that I like a lot. I like him, and I do like Blade. Blade mainly because he's got the vampire idea going for him. So, he's got the vampire idea going for him, and he just looks so cool. That and Gambit. Gambit looks really cool. I love Gambit. I wanted to get his power so bad in X-Men Destiny, but I couldn't. Oh, Moon Knight. I never watched any of the new Moon Knight series, but the old Moon Knight, that dude was a terror. And if you wanted a really, like, kind of gruesome, terrifying, like, kind of creepy-esque, like, movie to watch, or, like, a thing to watch on a movie, I would suggest, I would suggest if you wanted a good movie and a good thing, I don't know if they have it in Brazil or not, but search up Tubi, and if it's on there, watch Spawn. Because Spawn is from the DC universe, and he is an absolute unit. Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, if you do have Tubi there in Brazil, that is a good place to watch some old movies. I don't know if it's just a Canadian thing or not. I don't know. But it's a good place to watch movies, and it's completely free. You don't have to pay a subscription. You have to deal with ads, though, but that's just a small price to pay for old movies. And TV shows. There are TV shows on there. Hell, I even saw The Mask from Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's The Mask on there several times. And God, do I love that movie. Are we both destined to fornicate in the moonlight? I would like to think so. God, Jim Carrey though. There's a lot of good comedians out there. Raider. No. Bad Raider. Yeah, understanding. And just use VPN. They try. Fair. I think too, we can also be on your phone. I know it can be on your console too. I don't know if console and VPNs work, but I know it might be on your phone. You'd have to do a double check on that one because I'm not 100% sure. But it is a good. I know it's on your computer, so the VPN on your computer. Honest to God, it is really good. It's a good site. It's a good site if you wanted to like have a free streaming service where you can just watch a bunch of old movies, only having to deal with maybe 1 or 2 ads. Sometimes there's long, but you just learn to deal with it. I mean, you can pay so you don't have ads, but hey, free with ads sounds like a deal to me. You see, I don't mind having to listen to ads because I'm like, oh, okay, another ad, whoop-de-doo. Just gotta wait a few seconds, let it go through, and then the next thing is, boom, there we go. Yeah, it's gone. I can watch the movie again. And honestly, most of the time, that's when I find like really funny ads, especially on like Twitch streams. Like, what was it? There was like an ad where they like replace a certain word. They replace food with fuck. I know I said only English sub, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is a good site. It is a good site if you just want to like watch a bunch of old movies. So, as long as you can keep up with the subtitles and everything, like the captions, feel free, because there's some good stuff on there. I mean, hell, there's animes on there. I've seen One Punch Man on there. I've seen Bleach on there. Hell, I've seen a lot of animes on there. Hell, Dante's Inferno is on there, which was made into a game that I never played but wanted to because it looked like fun. I think it was like a Doom hack and slash styled game, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's just Tubi.tv. And it's really good. It's a really good website. I highly recommend it because you get movies from like the olden days, like the stuff that isn't on most streaming service. Like they'll just go. I prefer to watch it in English, anyways. But yeah, it is totally free. All you gotta do is like maybe like you gotta sign up for it, obviously. You sign up for it, put in a code, bippity boppity boo. It's magical. You do it, but it's all completely free. You don't have to pay a cent or anything unless you want no ads. That's about it. But everything else, completely free. Oh, I should have. Yeah, well, I'll get another 400 tomorrow. It's fine. I'll get another 400 tomorrow. Hell, I saw I think I saw the original Alice in Wonderland, like the live action. Actually had to put costumes in it, kind of one. And also, for some reason, they made a very thick lady to Cheshire Cat. Like, when I'm talking thick lady, I mean she was thick. I'm like, so this is what the 1900s were like. Interesting. She was it is like actual like stage production too. It's really cool. Like Alice in Wonderland actually had a stage production and it was like a brunette girl and oh, it was good. It was a good movie. Whoop. Darn. I had to come up with a look for these guys, for my samurais. Get a proper color coordination for them. Might go with the green. Maybe the yellow. The yellow makes me look like a wet. Like my character pissed themselves, but. Why am I wearing orange? I don't know. All in all, though, I highly recommend you Tubi TV. Good stuff, old stuff. There's also some new stuff on there. I've seen newer stuff. Like one of the things I saw on there was Producing Parker. That was a very adult and common animation. Yeah, they do. They have very odd and strange things, but these are all old movies. These are the things that were back in the day. Like you don't see this stuff now. I sound old now. I never really watched Bollywood stuff. But hell, I mean, if you're interested with the Bollywood stuff, I mean, all the power to you. Honestly, all the power to you. And it's all free. Like, you don't have to pay a cent unless you want to have no ads. But the ads are really nothing that much. They just kind of like pop up an ad. Your ad will be, and it'll just pick up from where the movie left off. It's not really that big. The ads are very simplistic. They're nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary. They're just like, oh, ad for better life insurance or something. I don't know. Better life insurance, I guess. I don't know. I do know one thing. They have a lot of old movies on there. They have old TV shows. Producing Parker was one I watched. I would highly recommend if you have headsets on and you're not eating anything, listen to it with the headsets on because it is very, very adult oriented. There is a kids section, so if you don't want, like, say you have like your niece over there, Uran, and she wants to like watch something, you can just swap it to kids and boom, just make sure it's just so as no like adult comedies. I bet there is adult comedies on there. Hell, I'm pretty sure you can find Bill and Ted's... Bill and Ted. What is adult? Adult-oriented is like... How would I put it? It has a lot of sexual innuendos in it. And it's for the more mature audience. So, you know... It basically, there's something that's more for the adult, more mature audience. Definitely listen to with the headset on, because your parents might bust down your door and be like, "What are you watching?" Yeah, there's a lot. I'm pretty sure you can find like old Jackie Chan movies on there too. Don't quote me on that though, because I'm not 100% sure. But it is a good thing. It is a free thing, and it's lovely. One of my relatives introduced me to that, and I'm like, thank you. I found it. Yeah. Basically, as long as you're a good, mature audience, you're good enough to go. Just make sure your parents don't walk in on you trying to do anything. Basically, there's a kids section of it. I think it has like a little bear or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think the kids section has like a bear or something. Like, oh, this is for kids. Or kids can watch, I don't know, like old TV, old cartoons and stuff. I never touched the kids section because sometimes adult comedies are really funny. The ones for the more mature audience are pretty funny. And also, the entire thing about those polls that were on the Discord, my mind's just been going crazy and thinking of several different good and bad scenarios and everything. Like, oh, this could really hurt this thing. And basically, I'm just really just overthinking a lot of stuff. So, like I said, don't worry. It's probably, like I said, the poll's probably not going to change much of the Discord or anything. I'll probably just leave it as is. So, you got nothing to worry about. It's just... I overthink a mile a minute, and then I'm like, oh, god damn it, not this again. And it's a pain. So that's just the way I've been for God knows how long. I overthink stuff, and then I worry about stuff, and then I start thinking that I'm not doing good enough, and in other words, I beat myself down a lot. Not the most healthy mindset, but I usually get over it within about a day, so... I have like fucking episodes of that, and then it'll be over in a day, and then back to normal me. Oh, you. You know, I can just. Oh my god, Warmonger, please. Oh, excuse me. Ah, pikeman. Oh, I think it just cracked my jaw. Ow. Oh, I hate that sound. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. I don't want to get you in trouble there, Uran. You didn't know. This was that. I have a tendency of doing that. I don't know why, but it's just a thing that's happened through my life where I have a tendency to predict certain things. Don't know why it happens, but hey, it happens, and it always happens at the weirdest of times. I don't know why, but it's weird. Like, I literally said one time when I was playing with Jurassic and one of our other friends, I said, yeah. Well, I was just kind of giving the description of what adult-oriented stuff is, so. mainly is just giving discretion, just so I'm making sure you understand, like, that this stuff is, like, for adults. Not trying to get people in trouble, though. But, like I was saying, like, one time...
I got a fucking sandwich.
Yeah, I was just telling, like... I was just saying to Uran and me, I was saying to Uran, like, let's just hope your parents don't, like, burst down the door when you're, like, watching one of those adult-oriented movies. And Uran's like, yeah, my father knocked on the door just as you said that. Ah.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Alright.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, that's good to know that you are of proper age. That's good. Because I don't want to be responsible for somebody getting in trouble.
Just all you hear is just dun 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 dun.
Oh, another thing you're in is there's also oh dang, yeah, you're like a couple years older than me. I'm like 21. You're only 2 years older than me. I mean, you're only 2 years older than me, Uran. Like maybe a year, technically a year. Because I'll be 22 next year around April, and you'll be 24 next year around, next month is what, June? Yeah, June. You'll be 24 next June, yeah. So you're about a year, 2 years older than me. Yeah. But, like, as I was saying, I was like, what was it? One time I predicted to one of my friends, which was you, Jurassic, and one of our other friends, like I said, yeah, the Marvel item shop's gonna be in here tonight, and I was right. Or was it the DC item shop? It was one of the two item shops, and I was right about it. And I'm like, It always happens at the weirdest of times. It never happens when I want it to. It just happens at the weirdest times. I have the weirdest timing with those predictions. They always happen at the most random of times for no good reason. Like, I could be just saying, I'm like, oh yeah, I think that's gonna happen tonight, and then it happens. I'm like, I see. And then just kind of like, and it is a weird timing. It is a weird timing all the time. It's 12:05, so hopefully I'll get the arms before I head off for the night. I don't know. I might get the arms before I head off tonight. I might stream a little longer. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And yeah, Jurassic, if you need to get off and rest up for work, do that so you can rest up for work, so you're not going to be like half awake when you're at work. Thanks. If you're under, don't talk about it. Yeah. I think just a lot of Twitch streamers want to avoid some of that stuff. I don't know. Basically, I made sure that my content on Twitch was 18 plus. Just so that people know that if you're under 18, this isn't probably a good idea, because I am not responsible for the actions taken by one person. I put the warning up. If you denied the warning, that's your fault. Not mine, yours. That's what all I can really do, is just say, yep, there's a warning placed here. You've been warned. It's up to you if you choose to obey that warning or not. That's why I made sure it was mature audiences only, because I know that there's going to be certain things that I say that will sound very, very questionable. Yeah, turns the service on Twitch. You admit it, the streamer is kind of forced to ban. Yeah. But that's why I made sure that all my stuff is 18 plus, and it's your fault if you choose to deny that warning. Oh, yeah, I really should do that more. Actually, hold on. I'll start doing this more. Oh, that's a star. Whoops. Plus 18. Just so people know. There we go. Yeah. Just so people know, it's 4 shrines, because I even have to probably go and edit some of my titles of streams and just put plus 18, plus 18, plus 18, plus 18, plus 18. Just so they know that it's like it was for mature content only, and I forgot to do it. And also, there are games that I do have that have very adult themes in it. So, again, warnings in place for that specific reason. And in this game, there's dismemberment and blood, a lot of it. Now, I admit that Assassin's Creed isn't really 18 plus per se, except for maybe that one scene in Unity, but you really didn't see much. You just kind of like, you had the picture in your mind. You had the picture in your mind. That was during the balloon scene. It was during that mission where Elise is in the balloon, and, you know, Arno and her get a little bit, frisky in the balloon, if you catch my drift. AC is mostly 18 plus. Oh, 16 plus. Oh. Yeah. Well, mainly, and the only reason I still have the 18 plus there is because God knows what I'm going to say, and it might come out wrong, and people might take it the wrong way. I've had that happen before. Yeah, but I've had that happen before on a stream that I've done before, or I was a part of. I'm not going to repeat it because there's a very embarrassing fact about it. Let's just say that there was a car named the Weenie SC Classic, and instead of saying the SC Classic, I said the actual brand name of the car. And I was trying to get in a Los Santos Paint Spray, so you can pretty much assume how that went. Use your imagination. You'll understand what I said. Yeah, because there's a lot of gore, there's blood, and For Honor, it has a lot of dismemberment. Like, you can cut arms off, cut heads off. There's a lot of blood. It is not meant for the younger audience unless the parents don't really care. Mainly that. Because if I cut, since I did that, you'll see blood and dismemberment. That's the entire reason the warning is put there in the first place.
I'm back.
I was just saying to your end. Yeah. I was saying to Yuran that one time I said, instead of saying the ISSI Classic, I said the brand name of the ISSI Classic, but I am not going to repeat it because it's an embarrassing fact, and I don't feel like repeating that at this time of night. So don't.
What is the ISSI Classic?
That little, like, smart car, and it was like the Weenie ISSI Classic, and I said the brand name instead of the ISSI Classic, so use your imagination to kind of, like, understand what I said. And that was caught live on stream too. That was on one of my cousin's stream, and that was years ago. That was years ago. It's still embarrassing. And I was trying, and the thing is, I was trying to get into a Los Santos customs. So
it's your weenie.
Fuck off.
Just your little compact weenie.
This is why I put it to 18 plus. Here's the reason why.
Compact tin can weenie.
This is the reason why we have 18 plus ratings.
I'm gonna tell our friend that, and I'm just.
He already knows. He already knows. He already knows. One of my relatives said that to him, and it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. God. I can handle embarrassing things, but God, that thing just took the cake. That and also during the stream, I did crash a Titan airplane into a satellite dish. That was just funny. And one of my relatives was like, "Oh, I already see where this is gonna go," and then literally jumped out of the plane because he knew what was gonna happen. I'm like, "Oh no, it's fine. I couldn't fly." The plane crashes it into a satellite dish a few minutes later. Oh yeah, I don't know. That was early GTA gameplay. I'm much better with flying. Relatively much better with flying. But I assure you that it's not going to happen again because I usually watch my tone and if it happens to make a suggestive thing. Well, I don't crash as much. And plus, I really don't fly that much. I mainly just use an Oppressor Mark II or something and just fly around on that because it's much faster. Though a few times I use a plane, I do keep it in the air. The only time I have issues with flying planes is they have guns on them and I'm in a dogfight. Not very good with that. Not very good with dogfights. Other than that, just traversing, I'm fine. I'm really good at flying helicopters, though. I'm really good at flying and landing helicopters. That doesn't prove too much of a difficulty. It's when the planes, like the jets or something, get there. That's when the issues get started. Far Cry 5. Oh, God. Though, I gotta admit, the plane you can fly around in there with the big burr cannon, which was a Galley Adventure gun, I love that thing, and it's fun to use because it is the most satisfying sound you'll ever hear. Ever. You hear that freaking Galley Adventure gun? Oh, it is one of the most satisfying sounds. Of course, it's not satisfying when it's going in actual combat, but, you know, for if you're just listening to it like at a home setting, it is a very satisfying sound. Yeah. Need to aim. Honestly, okay, one of my favorite missions in Far Cry 5 had to be the Widowmaker mission where you get that big ass truck and all you hear is Barracuda blasting over the thing while you're running over cultists and firing a 50 cal gun. That is pure American spirit right there. Still didn't get the arms. Oh well. I'll get the arms probably tomorrow. I'm just gonna end stream here for the night because it's like 12:15, so it's getting quite late. So, as I said before, thank you for joining me, hearty crew. Till next we set sail. Night, everybody.